It was a shotgun house. That's what we found down here in the South. You look through the front door, right through the back door. And this is where we lived. My dad was from Tuskegee, Alabama, and he was a brick mason. He's away quite a bit because sometimes he just had to go where he could to find work. All the better jobs always go to the white bricklayers. The wages were different. My dad used to work on the same job, same wall, probably laying more brick, making less money than a white counterpart working next to him. And eventually he formed a black bricklayers union, which caused a lot of consternation among contractors around town. Two people drove up in a car and he went out and talked to them. And when he walked back into the house, I remember him saying he was clearly expecting to hear a shot, in his back, because he was, they came up and threatened him not to do that, But this is our neighborhood. We spent a lot of time right here. Didn't have grass out here then, as you see over there now, just dirt. One day, a bunch of us kids were out here playing, and this lady came running and screaming, a guy behind her, and she fell right there on the porch, and he began to stab her in her back with a knife. For young kids, that was just a terrible sight, and I still remember that today. My dad, with a very serious passion, wanted to own his own home. He got somebody to drew some plans up, and he built it himself. And when he had a chance to work on weekends after work, got some of his bricklayer friends some of his other friends to help him out. I went from a segregated South to an integrated Ohio State University. I had never in my life sat next to a white student. It was a cultural shock. I began to practice my profession, optometry. My dad mortgaged that house he had built. He gave me $2,000, and so that's how I started.
Being born at the time that he was born, segregation was just dominant in the South. Even with all the adversity that he had, he hung in there.
We can dream the American dream. We have been successful in our own right in realizing the American dream. We've been able to take it beyond the cliche now into reality.
Horatio Alger Association member Robert J. Wright, Jr.